Halter will give us the opportunity to lift our carrying capacity up to 20%. My name's Q. I'm the owner of Bar H Wagyu. I've been running Halter on our property in Central Queensland for the last few months. Halter gives it opportunity to utilise the fibre and fodder that we have that we never get to use year in, year out.
So my name's Casey Johnston. I'm the livestock lead at Bar H Grazing. We have about 20,000 acres. We're running about 1,200 breeders. At the moment we've got just under 800 of them collared with Halter. Probably the biggest challenge Bar H faced was just purely paddock utilisation. With just some of the country we've got, the cattle won't naturally graze, so have the ability to dictate where they graze means we're going to have more grass available. Long term we'll have the ability to lift our carrying capacity, which ultimately will mean we'll be able to carry more breeders, which is the end goal.
Intensive grazing brings definitely profit margin, but we also produce beef, so controlling environment as much as possible helps the consistent nutrition value that the animals have, which then outlays a better meat product.
I think prior to Halter there'd be like parts of a paddock that you would just accept that you have to sacrifice because you can't make the cattle graze there. It's a bit of a is what it is situation. But with Halter, like, you're constantly thinking like, no, I've got options now. So virtual fencing for us is the ability to, well, it's putting up a fence without any infrastructure or labour. The ability to manage our cattle from anywhere through our phone has a flow-on effect for the whole business.
So I can zoom out and get full visibility of every mob we have on the property, but then I can also zoom in and check on individual cows and pause her if I need to and manage them from there.
Halter, we have the ability to watch every cow 24/7, which on a beef property like this is unheard of. So that completely changes the game to be able to know where your cattle are and what they're doing at any given time. We have one paddock in particular on the river that naturally the cattle hang by the river, that's where the water is. And we just have a lot of feed at the other end that we've never been able to utilise. But since we've had the collar girls in there, it's been completely different, and we have the ability to keep rotating them in there and they should be able to live in there, which that's a pretty huge moment. We're carrying more cattle in there than we ever have. You know, you have the ability to use your dry cattle as bulldozers, for lack of a better word. You know, where you've got undesirables that, you know, maybe you treat with chemical. With Halter, you have the ability to more intensely graze them and sort of make them eat it, and which is going to benefit the paddock in the long term. The training was probably something I was most nervous about when we started, but I think using a combination of the collars and obviously our traditional methods with horses, and just sort of having that like balance and transition them onto the collars, and it was blown away by how quickly they catch it up. Like the second or third day, like they're already catching on with what's happening. It's not just a gain for the farmer, it's a gain for the industry.